Hi, I'm Janelle Shires, Youth and Family Program Director here at the Center for Spiritual Living in Seattle. If you're in the area, please feel free to come join us at 11 a.m. on Sundays for our in-person youth program. Make sure you click on subscribe so you get notified when new videos are posted. For those of you who aren't in the area, I hope that you're finding these useful to listen to and then discuss with your family when it works in your schedule. This month is Easter in our springtime, and today we are going to be talking about integrity in new life. In Christianity, the week leading up to Easter is the Holy Week. So Christians, people who learn from the teachings of Jesus and who follow those teachings, feel that this Holy Week is important to learn what Jesus went through. So we'll go through this together. On Sunday, Jesus went back to Jerusalem, where he had come from. Everyone was very excited to see him, so they lined the streets while he rode in on the donkey. He would heal people as they reached out to ask him for that, and he showed his kindness and his love for them all. The next day, on Monday, Jesus went to temple to pray. Temple is a place of worship for the Jewish people and where they do special ceremonies. So it's a sacred place, like our center is here. Well, there were people in the temple that were being very loud and obnoxious, selling things, and Jesus felt that those behaviors were inappropriate for temple. So he asked them to leave. They weren't very pleased with Jesus, but Jesus felt that he had to be in integrity in that special place of worship. And so he chose to do that. On Tuesday and Wednesday, he continued to pray and heal and teach people. He wanted to make sure that they remembered about that love of God and being kind to each other. He was very popular, I guess you could say, in those terms from today, because people kept coming and coming and coming to hear what he had to say. Thursday was Passover, and that's an important holiday for the Jewish people. They had a Passover dinner with his disciples, his students. They were also some of his closest friends. We now know this dinner to be called the Last Supper, because it was the last Passover before his death. So he knew someone at the table was being paid by some other people who didn't like him. And he knew that something probably was going to happen. So later after dinner, Jesus went out to the garden to pray and to be alone and just get centered. Well, that person, his friend who was paid, brought the police and he was arrested. On Friday, what we now call Good Friday, it was because that was the day that Jesus agreed to total renewal of his whole self. He proved that even though the physical body dies, that our spirit will live on and on and on. On Saturday, people thought that Jesus had died. So they put his body into a cave and were very sad, and they were missing his physical body. On Sunday, Jesus walked out of the cave. The people who were there said that his body was just a gorgeous, in bright light. He was totally renewed. And the people knew that that renewal was a demonstration of the power he taught that we all have within ourselves to renew ourselves. And this Sunday is called Easter. So today is Palm Sunday, and we celebrate that God lives within each of us and that we are all made of God stuff. So we talk about here at the center God qualities, love, joy, power, wisdom. We have all of that within us also. So with your children, you can discuss those teachings of that love and that kindness and what it means to be in integrity. For your younger ones, you'll have to explain that a little more. But doing what you feel is true and correct and right. And remember that we are God stuff. Thanks for joining me.